I'm back. I'm prepared. This video is on plausibility of belief. The plausibility that beliefs are actually physical or non-physical things. They actually aren't all in our heads. So the first thing I want to talk about is tech. So in this day and age, we're very submerged and very accustomed to tech being everywhere. For example, our smartphones are in our pockets daily, in our back pockets, in our front pockets, in any pocket, in a jumper pocket. They're everywhere. And even children, they have access to a smartphone, or some even have their own smartphone, and within them is a GPS sensor, which is amazing if you think about it. It can pinpoint your location on the globe within a second, maybe even multiple times a second. And then there's also tech like projectors, which I've got one over there, and if I took it to most of the world, they would probably know what it is. And again, if you think about it, projecting an image onto a wall, that's still pretty cool. So where do tech and plausibility of belief tie in? See, where does that happen? In the case of the projector, for example, and the GPS within our smartphones, if you were to take that back, say 1,000 years, and show it to people, they would be amazed. They would be like, what? How is it doing that? If you were to take the projector back and show them, say, a picture of today's world, or just a picture of the moon, or a picture of anything, and be like, yeah, hey, look, it puts a picture on the wall, they would look at you like a crazy person until you turned it on and showed them that I did that. Oh, I like tech. But if you think about how difficult it would be to explain to someone using words from their language from that time, how it produces light within it, filters the light according to a screen, or with DLP ones it's a bit different, but filters the light in some way to form the image and then focuses it on the wall. As you can imagine, that'd be quite a feat if you were able to actually do that. And then again with the GPS, so if you were to tell somebody, hey, if you hold this on your person, I know exactly where you are, they would probably think it's witchcraft or magic. A lot of the people that you showed it to would probably, at first glance, if you showed it working, of course, if you showed it not working, they'd be like, ha 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 ha, come on, that's ridiculous. But if you showed it working, they would probably refer to it as either magic or witchcraft, or something supernatural that they can't quite wrap their head around. Maybe they'd refer to it as a miracle of God, or a miracle of any other sort. Which leads me on to the next thing I want to talk about. Within this world, I feel like there's two different defined routes to explaining how something works. The religious route or the scientific route. Personally, I think they're gonna merge together eventually. So within the scientific route, which I'll probably refer to as the physical route, a theory is formulated, and then if it's provable through experiments, and if it's repeatable, then the theory is considered near fact. So the other route is the non-physical or quote religious route, which has a lot of things in it which aren't really explainable by current day's physical route. That was not explained very well at all. I'll just leave it because I don't know how to explain what I mean currently. Maybe I'm just talking mumbo jumbo. Anyway, but yeah, that was my note on science and religion. Speaking of note on religion, personally, I was brought up in an Islamic household, so I've been brought up Muslim. I just feel like that's something which you may wish to know for future videos if I ever reference Islamic beliefs. That's why. Just to clarify, I feel like I don't agree with ISIS at all. So, on to the main topic. The main topic within plausibility is why do people believe in out-of-body experiences, astral projections, things like remote viewing or kinesis of any sorts? Why, oh why? Well, personally, I don't 100% believe that they happen until they happen to me, of course, which is what this whole thing that I'm doing right now is for, to document my growth and the journey as a whole. So if I do find that out-of-body experiences or astral projection is actually a thing, it's, I won't say scientifically provable, because I have the belief that some things just can't be proved by the current day scientific route. So things like God, like, does God exist? That's a bit difficult to explain just purely through physical science. Anyway, that's another whole different video. My point is, in terms of astral projection, remote viewing, kinesis of sorts, so biokinesis, pyrokinesis, telekinesis, I think they're definitely plausible at this point. They could be possible, they could not be possible. However, I'm slowly leaning more towards the plausible side because, I don't know, maybe I'm just a gullible person. And in terms of what I've currently done through meditation and whatnot, or experienced, I think experienced is a more accurate word to use here. In terms of what I've currently experienced, I've had lucid dreams, experienced sleep paralysis, I've induced sleep paralysis, done the thing where you do a reality check and then you realise you're in a dream while you're in it, and then I've also entered a dream through sleep paralysis consciously, which was so cool, but video on its own, that one. And I haven't quite astral projected, remote viewed, or done kinesis of sorts. The kinesis of sorts doesn't line up. I think I may have done. It's plausible. It's plausible. It's possible that I may have done a bit of kinesis in the past, which again is a video on its own. In terms of astral projection, I don't think I have, because I feel like if I had, it would be like a standout experience where I definitely know that I had, or so it's described by a lot of other people. So I don't think I have, although I probably have in the past and just have forgotten about it. That's definitely possible. In terms of remote viewing, again, there's no memory that comes to mind currently, so probably not. And in terms of kinesis of sorts, I think I may have done a bit of biokinesis in the past. It's definitely possible. I'd say it's more than possible, actually. But hey, that's a video on its own. And I know a lot of this stuff might sound completely far-fetched, but I believe it's completely possible for these things to have taken place and be actual things rather than just these wishy-washy explanations like, oh, it's magic. I have nothing against people of religion. Ignorance is bliss. Not saying you're ignorant. I think rather than ignorance is bliss, innocence is bliss is a more accurate phrase. On a final note, I believe it's more than plausible for a soul realm or a non-physical to exist. And linking into what I said towards the start of the video about people of thousands of years ago probably perceiving today's technology as magic or miracles, I think there's a possibility that things like astral projection, kinesises, the kinese, are possibly considered today's magic or miracles, and in future will probably be explained by a futuristic version of science, which is going to be very cool indeed, if it happens. Very wishy-washy, Hazeeb, nice one. So for plausibility of belief, I think that's about it. I should probably throw this in as well. Psycho Sorcerer, a dude on YouTube, does a very good video in the context of occult magic on, don't know what the video is on, but it does go into a reasonable amount of depth on topics which I did cover in this video. However, he approaches it from a more specific route, whereas I'm being extremely vague about it. So yeah, keep meditating, have an open heart, and quit overthinking. Just do it. Just do it. Just think, flip this, and just do it. I feel like I'm just telling myself this every time if I'm, maybe. That's definitely plausible. That's about it. And I guess I'll see you soon. Bye.